There we go. Is that better? Good morning, everyone, and greetings from Radio Wasteland Records here in Midland. Yeah, the microphone was off. That's kind of the way things are going this week. What you missed was me just saying good morning and lamenting a little bit about how quickly 2022 is moving, and the fact that Christmas is just a week away, New Year just a week after that, and things are moving fast here at the store and pretty much in personal life. And I think you probably feel the same as well, don't you? Let's say a couple quick good mornings. Good morning to Chuck saying hey, and Gary as well. Thank you for being here. And Steve saying good morning, season's greetings from Midland, and season's greetings to you as well, Steve. And Deshaun saying hey, good morning and happy holidays. Sean, I got to think here. You may be looking for a Prince album. I can help you there eventually here. All right. And then the others just saying, yeah, no sound. I knew, guys. I'm sorry about that. So now we're up and running proper. Just a lot of stuff going on. I'm trying to keep track of it all. So here we go. All right. Well done. Thank you. Thank you, Steve. We did get that up and running. Okay. Lots of stuff to cover. Just outside, Bay County roads are horrible. I can attest to that. It's like they say, you know what, we're going to wait just a little while longer to put any treatment down. Midland City, though, fine. Everything in here has been salted. The snow is kind of past us, I think, a little bit right now. But I think in the city, at least, and here on George Street, we're in decent shape. But we didn't get a lot of snow out of that big system that went through. Luckily, Dan, good morning to you as well. Thank you for watching here today. So swing on by. We're going to be open all day, and lots of great stuff going on. Okay, very quickly, I'm going to put a post up a little bit later, just kind of reminding everybody about all of the great vinyl gifts. So if you are a big fan of vinyl and here at the store, and you're looking for some hints to give those of you to give those that want to buy you some cool gifts, we've got a lot of great vinyl accessories. We are fully stocked in the groove washer stuff, which include the stylus cleaning kits and the walnut brushes, which are very, very popular. And I think I talked about this a couple of weeks ago, but because the price of walnut has gone up like wood tremendously, Groove Washer has introduced an intro kit, which is essentially just a giant microfiber sponge and their liquid. And this one's a lot cheaper, coming in at $10. But the handcrafted walnut's still really the way to go, and it's very cool to have on there too. And don't forget, we are also now fully restocked. I've got a bunch of the MoFi original master sleeves in the inner sleeves. And we got our huge shipment. The UPS guys were happy about that. Bringing in, we're now fully restocked on the poly outer sleeves, 3 mil from Music Record Shop, made in the USA. These are what we use on all of our used vinyl, and they are really good. So we sell them in either 50 packs or 100 packs. And so we've got plenty of those to go around. I thought I had plenty a month ago, but we got cleaned out in the past few weeks, so now we have more. Don't forget the spin cleans as well. We've got those and all sorts of stuff to go. Oh, and also very cool, our friends Abby and Nick make these record stands out of repurposed vinyl. Now spinning, now playing. We've got these in store as well. Very cool gifts to give the vinyl lover on your list, or to ask the loved one of a vinyl lover to help you out in that respect. Okay, new releases. Let me dig right into these. I think I'm moving on time pretty good, so that's not too bad. Big one yesterday for Michigan stuff, at least. We had a couple of very cool things. The band I Prevail, these guys are, let me get this straight, what Discogs calls them an American post-hardcore band. So you could say metal, you could say post-punk, but really kind of hardcore, heavier stuff from Southfield. These guys have been around since 2014 or so. And I didn't realize this. They gained notoriety after posting a cover of Taylor Swift's Blank Space on YouTube in 2014. And then in 2016, they released their debut album. So some good stuff from these guys, but brand new one. This is called True Power. And there are no fewer than 12 different vinyl variations of this floating around out there. Now, made available to us. We only have 2 in store right now. I think there was maybe 3 or 4 that was available to us, but some of them are a little ridiculous. They've got like 200-300 run, and the price is upwards around $50. But these we've got at 25 and 26. So the main one, other than black vinyl, is called the Nothing's Permanent vinyl. So this is kind of a blue swirl with blue and green in it, which is pretty cool. And then we've got a Cold World vinyl version, which is a lighter white with blue speckle in there as well. This one's limited to 3,000. So these are the only two we've got. I've got 2 copies of each in store, but 2 variations of the brand new I Prevail album, True Power. Check them out if you have not yet. Pretty cool. And we have folks always looking for their stuff. I was unaware of this. This band's been around for a little while longer, but they just repressed their catalog in the past month or two. So these aren't technically new releases, but they're recent releases. And I'm not aware of these guys. This is a band called Cloud Rat, and they are from Mount Pleasant. And Discogs calls them grindcore. They call themselves, it's a grindcore. So that's that really heavy stuff that goes through there if you're a fan of that. So we had an order for one of these, and I thought this is cool. I love carrying the local stuff, especially to our neighbors over in Mount Pleasant. So we've got a set of 4 different Cloud Rat albums. They're self-titled, which was reissued. Their first one, this one is called Threshold. This is on blue vinyl. And again, all of these were just repressed in the past month or so. Here's another one called Do Not Let Me Off the Cliff on pink vinyl from Mount Pleasant. This is Cloud Rat. And finally, Pollinator from Cloud Rat. All of these on different colored vinyl as well. This one on red vinyl. So very cool stuff. Check them out if you are a fan of that heavier genre of stuff. They're pretty active. Speaking of Michigan, we are now fully stocked as well with a whole bunch of copies of Larry McRae's Blues Without You, his most recent album, which, by the way, if you can believe social media, I saw that this was named as one of the top 20 albums of 2022 in the blues category. So congrats to Larry McRae and his folks. But this is, if you've not heard this, this is just an excellent, excellent blues album. We've got one open for the store, and we just dig it all the time. So I do have several copies of Larry McRae's Blues Without You to go around for that as well. Now, other new releases from yesterday, we've got a copy of the Thelonious Monk, the Blue Note Classic Vinyl Series. This is the Genius of Modern Music, Volume 1 from Blue Note. Some very cool stuff from Thelonious Monk. Pick this one up just because Rick Wakeman, it's kind of cool. Songs of Middle Earth. This is a reissue, but pressed on vinyl for the first time. And it's billed as music that is inspired by the Lord of the Rings. I don't know if you can see the artwork on there, but that's actually pretty cool as well. Recent reissues that we finally get in store. We've got one from Pussifer. This is called Conditions of My Parole. Fun looking cover there. Recent as well. We got finally got these after a while of not having them. Use Your Illusion 1 and 2 from Guns N' Roses. These were the most recent reissues on double 180-gram vinyl pressings. Gatefold jackets. And speaking of GNR, if you saw our vintage vinyl drop yesterday, we have the original band cover of Appetite for Destruction. Really nice vinyl piece sitting in our shelf there as well. A little pricey, but man, that is a good collectible. I think we got a good deal on it. Also, recent issues, we got a few more copies of Dream Widow from the Foo Fighters, essentially, but Dream Widow's the band. The music from their movie Studio 666. So we've got a few more copies of this RSD release. And because I wanted to listen to my copy, I picked up another copy of Soul Coughing's Record Store Day release. I love this record. It's a greatest hits, yes, but man, that is a very, very cool record. Other notables, I got a reissue finally of Wet Leg back in as a cool issue of Pearl Jam's Vitalogy as well. So lots of cool stuff in there. Speaking of things that have not been available for a while, and all of you collectors of Greta Van Fleet, I don't know if this is going to make the price go up or down, but there has been a repressing of the double EP from the Fires. That was the one they released on Record Store Day in 2019. That has just skyrocketed in value. Holy cow, the price of that thing is up on Discogs. But they have now repressed that, and I do have some copies of that coming next week. Hopefully we'll have them by Wednesday when we open up, or at least Wednesday afternoon. But for those that have been looking for the Greta Van Fleet stuff for a while, we are going to have some more copies of From the Fires at the very least. So we'll watch and see what that does to the collectability of the original one as that heads in there. Okay, speaking of vinyl, from yesterday's drop, go back and check that video out. We still have a lot of cool things left. But there were a couple of items that I did not put in the video. Just didn't have them ready in time, or they were too big. One is I've got this really cool box set of Phil Spector stuff from 1991. It's a 5 LP with a huge book, love them or hate them. Phil Spector, I know it's a love-hate kind of thing, but it is a very huge book about all of the stuff that Phil Spector has produced. And like I said, love him or hate him, you cannot deny his effect on music in the 60s and 70s, or in the 50s too. So yeah, this is called the Back to Mono box set, Phil Spector's work from 1958 through 1969. It is a neat collectible from the 90s. So you've got stuff on here from the likes of the Crystals, Ben E. King, the Teddy Bears, Bobby Sox, more Crystals on here, the Ronettes, the Treasures, more Ronettes as well. The Righteous Brothers make an appearance as well. So a lot of soul music. Ike and Tina Turner as well on here, the Checkmates. Lots of cool stuff. It's a big box set. It's a little pricey because, again, in the 90s, it was a very collectible one. Or it is now as well, so check that out. And then this, I didn't know what to do with this. This came in a few weeks back. You guys know that our Dollar Den is full of wonderful classical music. I have never seen anything like this before in my time here at the store, but this is a huge, huge binder book. I can't even call it a box set. It's a bindered book called The Standard Treasury of the World's Great Music. And it is filled with a book coming out of there, but it's filled with essentially dollar bin. And again, I've not seen this, but it's a binder book where the albums, it's essentially the album covers just stuck into the pages of the binder. So typically speaking, these are dollar bin records that sit and sit and sit, but this is a fantastic little piece put together, and I put $5 on it simply because I don't know what to do with it. So somebody is going to get, it's a 16 album book, by the way. So that thing is huge, and it's just got a lot of great classical music. So stop on by and check that out. Okay, let's see. A couple of more good mornings. Cloudy Toledo, Betty saying good morning and hi. And Rick on the west side. Yeah, you guys got hit with the snow. I was looking at radar. You guys got it over on the west side of the state. Good morning to you, Rick. And Bruce saying good morning as well. Okay, so I think that we're clearing it up. I'm going to make a post. Let me look at my time. We're going to put up a post a little bit later today with our holiday hours. With Christmas falling and New Year's falling on the Saturday, Sunday, and our Monday, Tuesday normal day off, our holiday hours aren't going to be too affected, other than we're going to close a little bit early on both Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. So watch for that post a little bit later. I'll put it up on Facebook and Insta and Twitter and all of that stuff as well. And we'll cover our holiday hours. Speaking of YouTube, though, which I was not, but we'll kick that again. Things are chugging along on the YouTube channel. I'll put up our new release video a little bit later today. And then both today and tomorrow, you're going to see a flurry of a few different Christmas videos. I'm trying to get these things up from local artists over the past, 20, 30 years, stuff that we found here that's Christmas related. And I put off one of them for a year. I figured I better get it up there, but there's some neat stuff coming to the YouTube channel if you're interested in listening to some Christmas music online. Just basically the vinyl that we have here in the store that does not exist on YouTube. We thought we'd put it up there and share that. So, okay, I am going to get going here and make sure that everything's salted outside, which it is. But we're going to start our day here at Radio Wasteland and be open from now until 6 p.m. tonight for all of your Christmas shopping needs, vinyl-wise. Tomorrow, Sunday, from 12 noon until 5 p.m. We'll be closed Monday and Tuesday. Back at it on Wednesday for the Christmas weekend. There we go. If you're still looking to get stuff on special order, it may be too late, but let me know. We might be able to get a late shipment in on Thursday or so, but at this point, our orders are in and they are what they are because shipping is going to be tough this coming week. And that's just kind of the way it is with things going on today. So that being said, I'm going to turn it back over to you guys and get on with our day. Please have a safe morning out there. And if you want to stop by and say hi, do so. Stop by and see us. We'll be here all day today and tomorrow. Otherwise, have a great run up to Christmas week. And we actually will be live next week on Christmas Eve morning to talk with you a little bit and give you some holiday wishes as well. So you folks have a great one, and we will talk to you next Saturday from Radio Wasteland Records here in Midland. Thank you again for being here.